Ready?
Yeah,
Quiet!
all you niggas, goddamn it!
Get quiet! In the
Goddamn!
No. Hey, so let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
We back here. How you feel about a woman taking a shit and going right back to dancing?
A woman taking a shit and going back to dancing?
Yeah, what you feel?
I mean, George can tell you, you see a lot of shit. I mean, motherfuckers be fucking outside by the woods. Motherfuckers be pulling tampons off in the club and be fucking in the club. Like, so when you...
Wait, hold on.
Yes, these are things that have all been certified while I've been in the club.
No, man.
Like, these things have been certified and accounted for, and you got a bartender that's seen everything, that'll co-sign everything. And then you'll see a nasty tampon laying, like, right there on the floor of the bar. Like, these bitches are nasty. Like, yes, these are things that are not, you know, so when you put it in the perspective, like, when it comes to nasty ass shit, when you've been frequenting a lot of clubs in different cities, you know, any DJ can tell you who's just moved around, it's like, you seen some nasty ass shit to the point that you just like, a bitch going and shitting and then taking a stinking ass back out there. Hell, shit. Some of them came up there with nasty ass pussy in the first place, you know what I'm saying? So taking the shit ain't make their disposition any better or worse. They still nasty as fuck when they brought their ass in here.
So basically, you saying you just don't have an issue with it?
No, I didn't say I don't have an issue with it. What I'm saying is I'm normalizing all of it. It doesn't surprise me. It's kind of like when you live in an area that has like high crime rate, and it's unfortunate, but you like, you know what, a nigga got shot, and you like, well, shit, goddamn, I live in the murder capital of the world. That don't surprise me. It's not like it's good and you condone it, but you normalize it. So all of the nasty shit that goes on in clubs, bro. You remember when I was fucking in Sierras and Anderson? And that motherfucker was so nasty.
I don't remember you fucking in the club.
No, I didn't fucking her. I'm just saying an example of some nasty shit. Like, it was some nasty shit. They told me when I first went, they're going to have a 2-liter in there and just pee in the DJ booth. I thought it was disgusting. I didn't believe them. I went in there. That was my first time meeting DJ Flea. I'm looking around like, Jesus Christ, it's filthy as fuck in here. And then I look down and I see this huge, you know, halfway full 2-liter of pee. You know
that other motherfuckers had peed in.
Nah, I think that was just the DJ's piss area, his personal
man,
piss area.
Hell
They didn't
no.
even want you to go. They didn't even want you to go in the bathroom because there was one dude in there. He got hit in the head with a bottle and then his face hit the sink. And
that was that night I was there.
Yeah, and
But
and
that was your fault.
That was absolutely had nothing to do with me.
You remember the dude said turn it down, and I came up there and said fuck that, play that Yo Gotti. And you remember that? Yes, it is. You put that shit on, and them motherfuckers start throwing them gang signs.
No, that's incorrect. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. You're wrong. Because that poor gentleman, and I'm glad he got out of his. He was literally in a coma for a week. That gentleman was already on the fucking floor. That happened early that night. He was already there. That's the worst thing. The whole fucking night. He laid there.
Fucked up that night.
He was bleeding in there. That's why it was so bad. Like, nobody got him. Niggas was just walking over him and still peeing and just still going about their business. Nobody did anything. So, that's really what happened. So thank you for trying to just pull that out your ass and blame me for a nigga getting put in coma.
That was a monumental, historic night. Cause when you drop that shit, the club owner fought his way through the crowd. It was like, hey, turn that off. Like yelling. I was like, hell no, they keep that shit going. We up that motherfucker like, hell yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Nigga, that shit, them niggas was on the side doing all that shit. I'm like, pump them niggas up. Let them niggas down off themselves.
But you see, this nigga make that shit sound funny. But let me tell you, this is how this nigga position shit. I'm in a fucking club. Motherfuckers was fighting before I ever DJ'd in motherfucking Sierras and Anderson. They was shooting in the parking lot before I set foot one in there. And then I get my black ass in there and somebody get fucked up. And this nigga gonna say, you know what, that ass whooping is on you. That's some bullshit. I'm the soundtrack. I don't have anything to do with the situation. I'm the soundtrack to it. Every motherfucking club you go to for the first time,
but just be honest, that Yo Gotti didn't turn that shit up.
Yo Gotti was fun, but I mean, there's a lot.
No.
Gucci was fun,
it didn't turn that shit up when them niggas got into it, and that nigga said turn that shit off.
I mean, that's so vague to me, bro.
Dude, that shit was loud, though. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
yeah. But yeah, I'm normalized. What about you? Are you disgusted by bitches or ladies that are just taking these shits in these clubs and going back out?
So
and
let me tell you a situation that happened with me one time when it come to like taking a woman taking a shit, not at the club. So I went out of town with this chick one time, right? So we had came to the room, chilling. She was like she had to use the bathroom. So I'm thinking like she probably want to wipe herself up or something. You know what I'm saying? We been out walking all day and shit. So I kind of get the whiff. Like, but I'm the type of nigga I gotta just make sure.
You want to confirm,
right? So when she came out,
right,
I went in and I wanted to examine like how did the toilet look? You know what I'm saying? Was there any residue?
So you went and checked out?
Nah, because she could have farted. She could have just had gas.
Where the fuck were you that you quit?
Don't worry about it. But listen, it could have been a gas situation. And if it's gas and I falsely accuse her of taking a shit and killing the mood, that I need to find out. So
that makes no fucking sense.
It made all the sense to me, nigga. That shit made all the sense to me. So anyway, I'm looking at this shit. So I'm like, damn, toilet white, everything good, towels crispy white. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
But you admitted you like to sniff chairs too back in the day.
I get the hell on. But anyway, I told him. So I go there. I'm like, everything looks straight. So I come back. I'm like, damn, she good. She just passed gas. Cause we had Italian and shit.
She just
so
pooed it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it ain't that major. So I'm like, all right.
She just pooed it.
This motherfucker now, we now on business. So I really like her. So I'm, you know what I'm saying, headed down towards the lower parts of her body, and I get like a little whiff. But her purse is laying on the counter, like right by the bed.
So you think the purse stinks?
Hold on. This shit falls over. She got a little grocery bag with some wet wipes where she did take a shit and wiped all of that shit up, then flush it, then toilet, put it in that shit. It was in her bag trying to hide the fact from me that she took a shit instead of just getting her ass in the shower.
Well, that is absolutely disgusting. So, did you talk to her about that before or after you fucked her?
Nah, man, like she still don't know to this day.
Hey, but you know what? This is what I say. This is not something I condone, but this is something that's happened to me, and I didn't mind when it comes to hygiene. I've been around an aunt. I ain't gonna say her name. I ain't gonna put out. And I've been out with some female friends, and we was just out bar hopping, just getting hella drunk, and somebody just get to a point that they just goddamn copper squat and they just gotta pee real quick. Like I've been with chicks who done that. I don't give a, like, you can judge me, but I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm like, goddamn,
I don't care about that.
Yeah, she a rider. Yeah, let's go. You know, let's keep moving.
But that shit. But then I kind of looked at it on the other side. The fact that she would go through all of that, bro, she really fucked with me. Real shit.
Yeah, but that was a dumb move.
She fucked with me, man. She fucked with me. She fucked with me.
A little whole bath. Yes, that's what they call those. A whole bath. Yeah, now she got feces in her bag, so all of the shit she putting in there gonna have feces in it. She made a bad decision.
She done wiped it and caked up in the nails.
Man,
listen, man.
You know, I saw some crazy shit, man. You wouldn't believe all of the type of shit that when motherfuckers be smoking blunts, the shit that be coming behind a motherfucker lip. Like, man, that's a whole different. That's a whole.
You had more shit to work.
And that's why if I smoke weed, I'm like, somebody's gonna take this to me.
I mean, cause you gotta. I mean, niggas will, you know what I'm saying, do all type of shit randomly just throughout the day. And I had to tell a nigga, man, this motherfucker walked up in the club. This nigga was I saw him walk in. He's scratching his nuts, and then he come out and I said, nigga, no goddamn it, nigga, I don't want to shake you. Was just scratching your fucking nuts, nigga. I don't even want to fist pump you, really, nigga. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he, whatever, nigga. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Just laugh that shit up like it's nigga retarded,
nigga,
man.
Real shit.
Nigga
I done seen
man.
white guys piss
And they walk right out.
No. They'll turn around and see their homeboy coming in the bathroom. Dap his ass up with no hand wash, nothing.
Pat you on the back.
Like, hey, Bill. Shake his hand. That shit be love, bro. Like, hell no.
Everybody done been somewhere and seen somebody just take a shit or piss and then just walk right out. No sanitizing, no washing, no nothing. It's rough.
You know, she outside.
It's a rough one, you know. So,
what else you got for us, man?
yeah, another topic I had, man. It was actually one of two. My mom actually sent this to me because one thing that was funny that my daughter used to do before she turned 2, like when she would get mad or frustrated, she would just start counting down from 10 by herself. Like, or she would count up from 1 to 10 and then go back down from 10 to 9. Like, she did that to calm herself, and I thought that was the funniest thing.
Your mom?
No, my daughter did that, but my mom, she sent me basically she sent me an article.
Oh, fat counted to 10?
Yeah, and down she I never
and
told you.
And then back down to calm herself? That's hard.
She's done that when she's mad. And now she's kind of transitioned into, she'll do her ABCs when she's mad. So it's kind of funny. Like, she'll be kind of crying. A, B.
Hey, that shit player, nigga.
I shouldn't laugh, but I mean, as a parent, I mean, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's really trying to pacify
There's
herself.
some adults that need to try that shit.
So my mom sent me this article, and she was just saying this reminded me of Fat, my daughter. And basically, this dude was basically speaking to the point that, you know, if you're angry, the best thing that you could ever do is just count. Depending on your anger, count to 10, count to 20.
You count money or what you count?
No, you just counting because when you're angry, that's when the whole point is you have to be more cognizant of how you respond to something at that point in time. Especially if you're a hothead or you got a bad temper, like you need to, because the point of it is you responsible for your response, even in anger. Whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever actions you have, you're responsible for them, and they're gonna reflect on your brand. So that was the whole basic point of what he was saying. And when I thought about it, I want to take it down to like a context like that's literal. Like, if you a hothead ass nigga, how far should you really be counting? Like, should you count to 20? Should you sit there and count to fucking 50? What is your number? But my thing is, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, you know, when you angry?
Like, if I'm mad, like how should I count?
No, not how should you count, really. Just, well, we'll give you a swift 100, you know, for the OU. But, I mean, you're pretty even-tempered more so now. But do you feel like if it's a situation where you can respond to anger, do you take a moment to kind of gather yourself, or would you say you're quicker to act on your anger? Or do you try to process that situation?
Now, honestly, right now, I don't let nobody take me there. Because I just feel like I got way, way more to lose than anybody else got to gain with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I just look at shit like if somebody angry about something and I know how I live life right now, I know I haven't done anything to them, it's personal. I can't help you overcome personal issues. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like that. I wouldn't even entertain that shit, to be real.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Fuck that.
All right, the other topic I had, we was talking about it outside, man. It was a woman was talking about money, and she was talking about people who have spending habits, and you were telling me about experience I want you to elaborate on. And then I wanna do a overview, kind of we'll say that, just a highlight of all of our seasons and such. But the theory that she laid down and she put it down, and I'm gonna put it back down like this, is when people get their stimulus with broke people do, or low income people do, they'll spend their money. What middle class people will do is they'll pay their bills. And what high class rich people do, they invest that money. So I just wanted to get your perspective on that, as you recently launched your label. So how do you feel from your perspective point of that whole theory around investing in that frivolous spending? Or
man, I just feel like, man, like I've said it before, man, if COVID didn't teach you anything, it should have taught you to be ready for anything. You know what I mean? And you got to start thinking different, start planning different, start creating different. You know, because the norm is gone. We got to create it now. So one of the things I was telling Rain when we was outside, like, I didn't even realize what had happened on the stimulus. So I was over here, me and Murray was working on some shit. I was like, I gotta run to the mall real quick. I mean, I get that. I could already see it was thick when I'm pulling up, and I go in, I still don't realize what's going on. I'm talking about people everywhere. And then I hear this young black girl say, like, people in here, you know, worry about that stimulus, need to be paying their rent. And it dawned on me. And now I start looking around. I look at the little jewelry store that's close up there by Foot Locker. Man, it's a line of black people around the, you know what I'm saying, the side of the jewelry store. It's a line outside of Foot Locker. And I get they regulating like how many people can come in these stores because of what it is. And again, don't look at me and say, he's trying to tell us what to do with our stimulus. That's not it at all. But in that moment, I have to say this. In that moment, I was so saddened, like seriously, like tears welled up. I was saddened by what I saw from my people because I'm like, yo, this should have been a start for people. This should have been, let me think different. This should have been, okay, I don't give a fuck that I had the newest Jordans. I don't give a fuck if people say, oh, that nigga ain't fly, or she ain't got the drip, or she ain't got the latest. You setting yourself up for success. You setting your kids up for long-term success. You starting businesses. You starting things that matter. And so I had to get out of there. I ain't even get what I came for because it just had that kind of impact on me. But it also had a bigger impact on me to know that I'm doing the right thing and trying to impact people the right way because that shit is corny. You know what I mean? Really. Like, we got to get out of the mindset of thinking, I got to buy this because this person said this, or I got to buy this because this rapper wears this, or this Instagram influencer wears this. Nah. You know what I mean? Like, they do that for them pictures and they selling on y'all. You know, the key is to have it, not look like it. So that's just my spill on that, man. I ain't judging nobody what you do on your stimulus. You know, you it was a provision. Enjoy it. But please smarten up, yo. Smarten up, because you're just giving the money right back. And I know people go say, well, that's the point, to stimulate the economy. Nigga, don't include yourself in that economy. Create your own economy. You being a part of their economy. You know what I mean? Create your own shit. That's what niggas need to get in the mindset of. Get together and create your own shit. Stop being in the mold that everybody wanna say this is how it has to be done. Cause we not rocking with that shit no more. We not. We go do it our way. So that's just my encouragement, my message to all my people, man. Do shit your way. Don't be scared to do it your way. And don't go blow your money trying to look like something that, you know what I'm saying, after the stimulus gone, motherfuckers just make jokes about you and post about you. Now y'all arguing and all that extra shit, man. Be smarter, man.
Well, thank you for that well-articulated and very profound monologue. I see that you pulled out all the stops here on our final episode.
Hey.
And I want to touch on that, man. Like, we've come a long way. We've come from coolers full of alcohol, recording at one of 4 different locations,
saying what the fuck we want to say,
having no format, just turn on and then let's just fucking go. Like, you were like, we were just doing dumb shit, and it was funny as hell. And now we're going to a place where this is our Seinfeld episode. This is the last. Did they ever have a last episode of The Fresh Prince, or did it just stop?
Bro, don't give me the line. I think they moved or something, and I don't know. I don't remember how none of that shit ended.
One, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is it, you know. So, like, Outkast never doing another album again.
Well, you know,
we're done. It's a wrap. So people ask, why are we done? I would say that we're really not done. I would just say that we're evolving. And as we evolve, the things that you see do will still be family.
Yeah.
Will still be within the team, as well as myself and the things I do. And they're just channeling us in different paths within the same spectrum. I guess so. That'd be the way. I think that's our accurate way to articulate it. But it wasn't like, God damn it is, we've been brothers for over a decade. I just can't do this anymore. We're angry and now ending the podcast. You know, we're beginning a lot of other really, really dope things. So it's sad in the sense that all you podcasters, I think, are gonna really just miss out on some great shit. But we're gonna Barry Sanders this shit, man, and just fucking, you know, hey, we're done. We're gonna retire on top. And, you know, I think it's sad in that sense, but it's exciting with all of the things that are gonna come. Like we're still in the process of developing a lot of content, and I'm trying to see where, you know, all of that aligns from a creative standpoint and process. So that in itself is exciting, outside of the things that we already have outlined, which are really just purposely not speaking on. But that entire process is exciting. So yeah, man. Yeah. Fucking out of here, man.
It's shit down, you know, it's like you said, man, it's just I really don't think, like, over the years people understand, like, how much it takes to, like, do this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come in, like, weekly, do this. You gotta have content. You gotta be able to have shit that interests people. They think you got something valuable to give. But also, what comes out of that, especially when you want to grow into something else, sometimes you outgrow things. And, you know, people know me, my passion has always been music. And, you know, that's where it's at for me. But the media is also something I'm passionate about, but not just as passionate as music. So thankfully I got good people around me. So that's still gonna be built up. So more to come on that, but it ain't stopping. Like, it's more focus need to be put on the business side, and focusing on a podcast right now. That's something that's not, you know, top tier level for me personally, but it's something I need to focus on for more people collectively. It was time for me to back away from this. In a nutshell. Yeah. So, but there's still more coming. Rain's still working on some shit, so you may see him very, very soon. Stay tuned. More to come on that as well. But hey, we appreciate the ride.
Bloody well might see me. You bloody well might not.
Let's shout out who was some of what were some of our favorite moments of the podcast throughout the years, if you had to recall. What would you say some of your top tier events were?
Let's see. It was a few really, really fun ones that stood out. Let me think. The one where you, myself, and Fuck Step was on here, and we fumbled on the subject of high blood pressure dick. All of the banter
We
around
did
that.
go
This was
crazy
like a
on that.
phenomenon that a lot of niggas just didn't want to speak on, didn't act like they know what the fuck was going on in reference to. And we laid it on out. I think that was really, really funny. I think when we were talking about when Lo was here and James was here, and he had this whole argument about, you know, which actually he was right, but he had this whole argument that women like men with little dicks. And he also said that it wasn't his dick, but it was just his girl, a friend girl of his, who was saying that, and how Low tore into his ass. It was, just, I think that was fucking hilarious. Like, it's been some times, man. It's been times when people on our show have came on our show and beef with other motherfuckers, and we just still here doing our thing, and motherfuckers are implicating and wondering, where we stand with shit, and we stand the same place we've always been standing on what we said, and that, what other people say, that's what other people say. So, we give a platform for people to say whatever that they feel like and whatever that sounds like. So,
right.
Yeah. What about you, man? What was something that was like really, really funny?
I think of some memorable quotes. I like the one Mean when he said, Young Mean, shout out Young Mean, when he said that I don't want to die. When he was talking about why he went and dissed Drake and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the context he put it in, and the episode we had with Ayo. And I think it was you who told a story about Luther Vandross. Like, your professor went backstage and said Luther tried to fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that shit. Great. What else we had? But we had some funny ass moments there. Oh, nigga, the 100th episode?
I was saying the same thing.
Boy, niggas turned stupid that night.
Just drunken.
Shout out Pain About Portia. You know what I mean? Fuck still. Shout out y'all.
Portia said after that she wasn't even finna fuck with Tito's no more.
Yo, shout out the whole
That was a whole different situation. We were all lit as fuck. And then she was mad. She just thought, I think she thought that like everything we said was like, well, it better not be dissing no black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that Flossie shit. That Flossie shit took itself.
Oh, yeah, she got mad about you with the whole Flossie. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, classic one is, what was the one? 5'250". The whole story.
Keep going.
That you laid out, man.
That's
they gotta know. They gotta know,
keep
man.
Going.
It's the last one. They gotta know, man.
Y'all talk to me when y'all see me out.
That episode was dope. You ain't gonna sing the song how it go?
Nah, hell no. Let this shit die, nigga.
Man, what are you talking about? We talking about all-time classic moments. We can't talk about that.
Nah.
You won't want to talk about the behind the scenes and how that content came about?
Yeah.
Not even one more time?
Oh, nah.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all messed up.
Yeah, but shout out all y'all, man, who fuck with us over the years. There's too many of y'all to name. We appreciate it. We grew.
All 37
Hopefully
of y'all.
Hopefully y'all saw the growth, man. Somebody asked me something the other day, and they told me they really was interested in my opinion on this. Like, what did I think about podcasting as a whole right now? I think podcasting, man, is a great thing. I think people really need to evaluate it. It's oversaturated. Just the same thing like rap music. Like, people just look at it, some look at it as a quick way to try and get their foot in the door on the industry. And they're not realizing the bigger picture where you're not competing in a level playing field. Because the top podcasts are celebrities, influencers. These are the type people, they already coming over with their audience. So you got to work for it organically, but you're competing with people who already got their audience. So what do you need to do? You got to combine resources. But people don't understand that concept. So what they go and do, they listen to their favorite podcast, and then they try and go make a podcast that emulates their favorite podcast, when all they're doing is regurgitating the same content. Same way with these rappers. I hear Future do a song, let me go do that. Young boy rapping like this, let me go rap like that. There's no being organic anymore, really pushing the envelope. So I tell anybody, if you go do a podcast, it's great. You gotta push that envelope on that shit, man, because it's so saturated. Like, you just have to. Niggas lose attention fast, real fast, real quick, real fast, and it just don't matter. You gotta keep pushing that envelope, because pretty soon, if you ain't pushing the envelope, you gonna get left behind. So, yeah. That's my spiel.
Fantastic. Two beautiful, very stretched out, long ass monologues you've given.
Hey,
But
man,
they've been
it's my
jewels,
last
man.
time, man.
Dropping them goodbye jewels on these niggas.
Last time.
Yeah. Well, you know, may or may not be my last time. Probably not. But I'll still say fuck it. Fuck you. Goodbye.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.